You guys probably can't tell at all because, I don't know, I've kind of messed it up a little bit. But I did my hair this morning on my own, and it looks not near as good as Bonnie does. She does such a better job of my hair. But I had to leave early this morning. I got up and worked out, and then I went to the temple today, and it was so nice to go this morning to an early morning session. Those are kind of the best. Anyway, Lincoln and I have like 10 million tasks to get done today. I feel like that's the only time I pick up the cameras, when I say, I've got a task to get done. But just know, if I'm picking up the camera, if this camera is showing this face, work's getting done. And don't let anybody tell you different. Listen, son, we got work to do. You stand right there while I bring the garbage cans out, okay?
I ate one of these.
Is that a worm? No, don't eat those, bud. Those will make you sick. Garbage can time. More tasks. I got a task. Task. The task that I actually care about today is putting these Sumo springs from Super Springs on my pickup truck. With all of the RVing we've been doing lately, I've been a little bit worried about the load that I'm carrying, and I want to make sure the truck stays level, and that's what these Sumo springs do. They kind of help the truck to stay level and stabilize my load outside of all of the other things you can do, like stabilizer hitches and all that junk like that. But in order for me to put the springs on my truck, I needed to buy a jack. Now, I have done my brakes on my own vehicles since Bonnie and I were married, and I've always had to borrow somebody's jack and stuff like that, and I was like, I'm done. I'm sick of borrowing. I don't want to. So I went and bought me a decent jack, and we are ready to go. All right, rollerblade man. You're not really rollerblading so much anymore right now. You look like a penguin, kind of, a little bit. First things first, you got to break loose the bolts on this tire because it has to come off, because we got to get back to right here. And the best way to break the bolts loose is when the tire is stuck to the ground. It holds the tire steady, so that way you're not spinning the tire when you're breaking those bolts loose. It's really easy. I had to get the wrench out because they were so tight, and I've gone through and just cracked all of them just loose. I don't want to take them all off because the tire's not up and I don't have anything stabilizing the jack underneath. That's the next step. All right, so I did find a spot along the frame that's kind of a shackle to the frame that you can not really see, but you can see that's solid steel. It felt strong enough. It lifted. I watched it. It didn't flex very much. It gets the tire off the ground just enough for me to pull it off. Because I needed it off, bud. And I've got the tire wedged underneath the axle there so that if the truck does for some reason collapse at all, it's only going to go down so far and it's going to keep me safe. I feel good. No, Lincoln, you are not allowed under there though. You do not go underneath this truck at any time. Do you understand me?
Yeah.
Okay. The e-brake is on and was on before I even started undoing the bolts. Lincoln, no. You cannot touch the jack or be around the jack or anywhere near this, okay? You go play on the lawn. You don't come off the grass. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Okay, go to the grass right now. Thank you, bud. You gotta be safe. Where we're gonna be putting these mounts are right here. This is a factory bump stop. This is a factory bump stop. And we're gonna pull this off and put these stops right here. It's gonna be really cool. I realize I just skipped a lot of steps on this side, but it was really kind of difficult to record and think and get this squared up and lined up the right way. So now that I know exactly how to do this, I will demonstrate it on the opposite side, and it's pretty much identical. This wheel and tire is off, and I've got this just roughly placed in place. There's no bolts are done up, nothing. It's just kind of set in place. It's wedged in there just a little bit. I didn't lift the truck on this side from the frame so that the axle would be separated. It does make working quarters a little bit tighter, but I think in the long run it'll make alignment a lot easier because this is exactly how I want these to sit in here, and I've got them set up where they're pretty darn near alignment. So now, because there is some adjusting that you have to do and set some bolts and then bolt it right back into it, I wanted to make a few markers. I want to make sure this plate stays right here where it's at, and right here, oops, right there and there. And I'll do the same on this side, right here and here. That way I know those are gonna be aligned up. Also on this back one, this one's the shiftiest one. So I wanna make a marker right here off this and right here on the center of the hole. And now I know if those are lined up, then these should line up between the two. It is a snug fit. That's a good thing. There's the springs with all of the tension off of them, but now we're gonna put tension on. Go ahead.
Okay, was my ugly face in the back?
I don't know, I can't see you. Okay. There's obviously some alignment issues, so I need to move the bottom one over just a little bit. But that won't be too hard to do. We'll just put the jack on and go back up. You just throw that into the yard and then chase it and go get it and throw it again, okay? It's called Catch With Yourself.
Hello, everybody.
I cannot believe it's that time already. Again.
Only been 3 weeks.
3 weeks? You wish, son. It's been like a month almost.
Well, do you know why we're getting our haircuts ready?
Why?
We're meeting everyone at CVX Live.
At CVX Live?
CVX Live!
Did you say CVX Live? I'm the Cat in the Hat when he's like, did you say whatever? And he's like, I'll cut you and I'll make it look like an accident.
On the Cat in the Hat?
Yes.
Wow.
And then he
Mike Myers.
his own tails off.
Wow.
It's kind of a wild, that's a wild movie, but I think it's hilarious.
Cody,
Stop
you
moving.
were 18 months old when this started. And I've been saying, hold still. Ever since then. Please, for the love, hold still.
I don't know if everybody can hear over the wonderful, glorious sound of the jackhammer in the background.
Where's the jackhammer? That's a jackhammer.
The jackhammer.
Cody, we gotta hurry. Do you want to be on time to rock climbing lessons or not? No.
Huh? Number 2. He seems like he's scared straight. Hey, I think the bug sprayers are here. I gotta go take care of them.
Finally! Oh my gosh! And we're gonna be right in their way.
Well, we'll see what we can do.
We got kicked out of the backyard and into the garage by the bug spray guy. It's totally late. We've been like waiting on him all day.
It's okay, I'm just glad he came.
Like, forget it, let's just go out in the garage, like out in the backyard and do haircuts like right as I start. He shows up, I'm like, good. Good.
Hey,
Okay.
2 out of 3 is not too bad.
2 out of 4, you're getting your haircut.
What?
Hey, look, hold your head still, Lincoln. Aunt Ellie said when she stayed at your house, she tried getting you to put your hair in a bun.
And that's ridiculous.
No, it's not. I try it all the time.
And it's
like,
ridiculous.
No, it's a man bun.
That's a fictitious thing. Nobody's really wearing that.
I know,
Exactly.
They're so cute, though.
No, they're not.
You'd be so cute.
They're for hippies.
What?
You're hot, sweetie. You're putting off like some heat. You're kind of hot holding you.
I'm not dead.
No, I'm not. I'm not talking to you, sweetie.
I'm not a girl.
Oh. And then there was 1. I can't believe I get to have a real haircut.
And we have to scoot like super close to the outlet because, well,
We don't have an extension cord.
I'm not even fitting right here. We have to. Can you stand up for a second? There. I'll put you right there. You can face right there.
Put you right here? On the pile of shoes? Is that where you want me?
No, we're not scrunched in here. It's good. We have plenty of room.
Our house is adequate size. According to us.
Turn the camera on.
Don.
Oh.
You turn the camera
I was
on.
gonna say.
You're just a shadow.
They are not. It's okay.
Okay.
They don't need to see my face and.
But it's so cute.
There's.
Oh,
What's in here?
I wanted to see that face.
No one wants to see that face. We are not doing anything until we have the cash to do it because, and we've thought this our entire lives, it's like we're not doing anything unless we have the cash to do it. So are we saving to build a house? Yes, we are. Are we gonna do it before we have 100% cash to do it? No, we will not. It's just not gonna happen. Do I want a big home more than, like, I want it so bad. Joe wants a 4-car garage so bad. Anything but a 1-car garage.
A 4-car garage for 2 cars. I want lots of room.
Yeah, it's true. And I want a lot of room in a closet. And it's fine, guys. It's fine. I love my home. I'm grateful for it. I mean, truly. We're striving, though. We're saving so we can have some room. Do I want a house with a salon in it? Yes, I do.
I would like that. And then,
My list is
will you
going
be
like
happier if when you cut my hair if you have a salon?
Yes, I thought you were gonna say, will you be happier if you have a bigger home? And I was like, no, of course not. If I'm not happy here, I'm not gonna be happy in a big home.
That is true.
Like, I believe that to the 1,000,000%. Like,
so you'll be just as fun to get a haircut from in the
thank
salon?
you. There we go. Okay. What do you think?
That looks so nice and it looks extra thick.
Wow. Wow. Oh my gosh, you guys, look.
This side used to be so barren. Oh,
Yes.
so bad.
OMG. Okay. This is the first like real haircut that I didn't just buzz it. So we have CVX Live this weekend. Joel wanted his hair to be like frog.
Someone done?
Yeah, he wanted to be able to.
Somebody's
Here in
excited
CVX
about it.
Live. He wanted to be able to fix his hair for CVX, which that looks so ridiculously handsome. So I just cut the sides. But for the sake of like the before and after pictures, after CVX Live, I'm gonna buzz it again.
One more
so
time.
that all of the haircuts are the same haircut in like the progression pictures.
As we approach the 6-month mark, because that's
Yes.
kind of the last haircut time.
No, we're doing it for a full year.
I'm not buzzing my hair for a full year.
You're gonna have to for the progression pictures.
No, because you want to. We'll talk about this later.
Cutie!
Thanks, Dolly.
And I don't think people realize Joel's teeth have been giving him like the worst fits. And he was like, he didn't even finish his lunch today because it just hurt. I'm sorry, honey.
I've had 3 root canals this year. That's great. That's fun.
I had 3 root canals when I was pregnant. Don't even.
You had 3 in 1 year
You're
when you were
fine.
pregnant?
Yes.
No. I feel sheepish.
You shouldn't feel sheepish. I'm so sorry that you... It hurts. It's awful. I'm sorry. But 3 in a year? Come on. Let's cakewalk.
Why are you choking me?
Seriously?
I feel like you're
Has
intentional.
that ever not unsnapped? What in the world? Wow.
Why are you grabbing both sides and pulling it?